At the Sex Grand Tournament, my master shattered my spirit sword right in front of everyone. Cold as ice on the outside, but I could hear every insane thought running through his head. Break his sword and he's worthless. He'll have no choice but to depend on me. My little caged bird. Coming off the platform, he stumbled and hit the ground hard. That voice in my head again. Is he worried? Come help me up, quick. Just reach out your hand and I'll forgive you for touching my face. He pushed himself up, brushed off his robe, and didn't even look my way. Junior brother shoved a wooden sword into my hands. Master only does this for your own good. A wooden sword isn't that much worse once you get used to it. I took the sword, bowed my head, and said, Master is right, it was my fault. Back at the main peak, Master had my spirit gathering array dismantled, and gave my spirit spring to Junior brother. Just cry, one tear, one plea, I'd give you everything. I packed my stuff into my storage pouch and moved to the chore quarters. Master stood at the door, hands slightly trembling. Why won't you just ask me for help? Fine, let's see how long you can keep that tough act up. When you break, you'll come crawling back in tears. What he didn't know, my system was already fixed. 7 more days and I'd be free from this lunatic for good. I just never thought that right when I was about to disappear. He'd show up in my room, covered head to toe in wounds. I had a medicine pot over the coals, all for 1 stalk of hemostatic herb. I dragged my wounded body up to the back mountain and dug for 2 full hours to find it. Then someone kicked the door open, and a boot came down right on the pot. Medicine splattered everywhere, and the hot dregs burned red marks into the back of my hand. Chenja Hao stood in the doorway laughing. Senior brother, this herb stench is way too strong. What if it bothers my spirit sparrow? Behind him were law enforcement disciples, people I used to train myself. Now they just stood there gripping their swords, not even glancing at me. Chenja Hao picked up the 1 unboiled 7-leaf branch off the floor. My sparrow's been off his feet anyway. This cheap herb will do just fine. That was a 7-leaf branch. 5 years ago, Master got gravely wounded in a secret realm. I bled half to death fighting through to bring back just that 1 stalk. He barely looked at it back then. Now I was digging in dirt just for the scraps of it. Chenja Hao grabbed it and walked off to feed his bird. 6 days left until I leave this world. I stepped back to clear the way for Chenja Hao. Junior brother, if you want it, just take it. Chenja Hao's smile froze. He reached up and ran his hand over the fox fur on his body. That was Xiaobai, my spirit fox I'd raised for 10 years. Yesterday, Chenja Hao mentioned being cold, and Master had Xiaobai skinned for him. Chenja Hao wrapped himself tighter in the fox fur and buried his face in it. Keeping me warm is the only thing it was ever good for. A sharp pain hit my chest, then faded. Just a few more days. Master stepped into the courtyard, brow furrowed, like the place was beneath him. He said coldly, It's just an animal. Keeping Chenja Hao warm was its whole purpose. If you're bitter about that, your heart isn't in the right place. Then that unhinged voice rang in my head again. Come on, just cry already. 1 tear and I'll treasure it forever, kept safe just for me. Get on your knees and beg. Cry until you can't breathe and I'll toss you a pill. I grabbed the broom from the corner and swept the herb mess out the door. Since Junior brother likes it here, I'll keep it clean so Master doesn't have to see the mess. I'll get it sorted right now. Master's face went stone cold, fire rising behind his eyes. He flicked his sleeve and the broom exploded, splinters drove into my palm. I kept my face blank as Master stepped right up in front of me. No respect whatsoever. You've been way too comfortable in that servant room. I stared at my feet. You're right, Master, I was wrong. Since you admit it, go kneel under the frozen falls on the back mountain and think hard about what you did.